play over there. So boom, we are live on YouTube as well. So hi guys, hi the YouTube gang. I hope you guys are doing great. We are here just starting live, and the topic, as you can see, it's about blessings. How on earth can someone like you receive your blessings? And after receiving it, are you using what God has given you to deny some people the chance and opportunity to receive their blessings? In the last video, when we were talking about, the things that we do, the people and the things that we have allowed to do, thinking that we are so kind to people, but at the end of it, we are not kind to people, but we are just digging our own graves. Like, you're giving people so much that you forget yourself. You are thinking that you're so kind, but people are using you in the long run. People don't get this right. Okay. So today we are going to talk about another technical thing that people don't understand. We are in a very festive season, a season of Christmas, a season of December holidays. This is the season where people receive a lot of gifts. This is the season where people buy a lot of things. This is the season where even those people who don't wear nice clothes try so hard to wear those clothes. Most often, we live with people who sometimes think that we are better than them. You also think some people are better than you. We are in a generation where people measure your value and your importance depending on what class you belong. For example, what job are you doing? Another thing, they will see which kind of car you're driving. Which position at work are you? Are you a senior manager? Are you a supervisor? Are you just, as a beginner, or are you in the class job function and all the rest? So when people start looking at life in that way, what most of them do is to expect to be given. For example, a security guard or a cleaner expects a tip from their managers and those people who are in a higher rank than them. That's correct, right? As a security guard, when you are there waiting at the gate, or as a cleaner, when you're washing and cleaning everything, we all expect to be tipped. We all expect that a manager who's passing by can say hi and leave something on your hands. We expect that the visitors who are coming, when you open the gate for them, right? When you do something better, like it is your job, yes, to be there and help them. But we still expect gifts. We still expect to be tipped and etc., etc. Right? So the question is, when you are receiving these tips, when you are receiving the gifts from the people who are higher ranked than you, are you receiving it as a blessing, or are you somewhat denying yourself the opportunity to get the blessing? This is what we're going to talk about today. What is it? How good it is to be on the receiving end than to be on the giving end? The question I want to ask you guys, every time that you are at a certain place, there has to be one or two people that you are better than. But you see, we are a generation where, as a security guard, all your life you live in waiting to be tipped. As a host, as a cashier, as a waiter, as a waitress, all your life as you work, you're waiting to be tipped. The question I want to ask you, when does it ring into your head that there is that time that you should also tip somebody who has worked so hard somewhere? As a waiter, as a security guard, as a cleaner, I'm talking about this group first so that I make everyone understand the point that I want to bring here. As a son of the house, your parents are working, your parents are driving, your parents have got, you know, big estates, they got a lot of money. When does it ring to you in your head that as a son to this guy, I need to do something for him? Like I need to buy my father a pair of shoes, even though you know very well that your father can afford that shoes. In other words, when have you ever realized that it is great to be the giver and not the receiver? You see, blessings is a promise from God. God has promised all of us a blessing. The problem is we always go even to the worship places, whether it is the temple, whether it is the church, whether it is the mosque. We go and we pray and we ask God to bless us. What we forget is going back to what God is teaching us, what He blesses. Does He bless a request or He blesses an energy? This is the question I want to ask. And this is the question that most of our places of worship we don't get taught. Like when somebody is telling you that, go now, you are blessed. Do you ask yourself a question like, how is that blessing going to come? How am I receiving that blessing? Every day as a person, when you wake up in the morning, are you waking up as a person who is going to give, or you're waking up as a person who is going to receive? Guys, the most important part of finding your blessings in life is understanding what you have in abundance that you can give. You know, somebody said, like, Christmas is not a time to receive, but it is time to give. And I want you to reflect it back into your life and forget about Christmas. Just think about your life in general. You look forward to be blessed. You look forward to find new things. You look forward to get that job. You're looking forward to get that salary increment. You're looking forward to change your life. You're looking forward to start a new life. You're looking forward to find a nice guy or a nice woman to live your life forever. But the question we are all asking ourselves is, how are we preparing ourselves to receive this? We must understand how to give. And that's why today, this morning, I posted and I said this. Most of the breadwinners, most of the people who call themselves breadwinners, in the last video, I talked about the breadwinner. And I said that it is this time that you need to understand that you should not always be the breadwinner in a house. If you are a breadwinner, as a parent or as a sibling, as a daughter or as a son, if you are a breadwinner and you are the only person providing for that family, okay? You're providing for a family where there are adults. Call your brothers and your sisters. They are adults and they can go out there and work and make a living, but you are always providing for them because you call yourself the breadwinner. There are so many things that are going to make it easy for you to succeed in life. You see, most of us think that just because we have, we can always give to these people and we get blessed. But there is a risk of overgiving to people who can work and learn on how to give. So you as a giver, you have learned the act of giving. All right? You have learned the act of giving people and you have been overgiving to them. That's why I want to tell you this, guys. Most of the people who struggle very much with life are these people who they break the chain of poverty in their families. For example, I don't always like to call it poverty, but I want to talk about this family that has struggled all along. Your parents struggled with you in educating you. They are still struggling with your siblings to educate them, and then God opens up a way for you to start receiving something that is better, stronger for your family. And you forget that you are a struggling family, and you start to become the only breadwinner to that family, where you provide everything to your family, to your brothers, to your sisters, and even to the extended family. What happens with such kind of a generation, you keep on struggling because you do not teach your brothers, your family, and your extended family on how to fish. Instead, you give them fish. So, what you do is you deny them the opportunity and chance to receive the blessings that you are also receiving. That is why people who call themselves breadwinners in a house struggle a lot. They struggle because they take everything, every blessing of giving. You see, God only blesses a hand that giveth. So if your siblings are on the receiving end, they only receive from you. They don't get that blessing. And that's why you struggle as the only breadwinner. So, what is the teaching saying? That the person who does not work, who can work and doesn't work, should not be allowed to eat. So, what is the essence of eating? It is not food. Eating is to get a way of earning a living. So, guys, what I'm trying to say that blessings come from a way of giving. We must always learn to be on the giving end, not the receiving end. You have to train people who are around you to learn how to give but not receive. And I speak mostly to those people who are abroad and those people who are in the capital cities. You left your village, you left your home to go and work outside of your home. In maybe a city somewhere or maybe abroad out of your country. And, the moment you take a bus, I've talked about that one here. The moment you take a bus, the moment you take that flight, everyone sees you as you have moved a step better than them. So all the expectations are put on you. Everything that happens at home, when the house is supposed to be repaired, the first person that every eye looks at is you. When a kid graduates and wants to go to school, the first person that people think about is you. When they want to buy a new thing, when something new is supposed to be bought, sorry guys, the first person that they think about is you. Now, this is a problem that happens with a lot of people. I have seen a situation where people have been feeding their families, people have been investing in their families, and people have been sending money back to tackle these issues, to tackle these problems, to solve these problems. You've been sending money to pay school fees for your brothers. You've been sending money maybe to build a house for your family. You have been sending money home maybe to pay for something. And all along, you have been knowing that, I've been paying that thing. I've been doing this. I've been sending money for this project. I've been doing that for that project. Because you're far away and you cannot do your confirmation, sometimes they even send you pictures to confirm to you that these things has been happening and they have been doing as you had requested them to do, only to travel back home and find out that there is nothing at all. No money, no project, no nothing. And lots of excuses included in it. Who do we blame? Do we blame the people who misused the money, or do we blame the people who are sending the money? I want to see some comments there. Who do we blame? The person who has been sending the money or the person who has been receiving the money? Nashki, welcome back. Let me tell you something, guys. God is going to punish a lot of people. They will say that, oh, you are sinning. People are concerned about sexual sin. People are concerned about gossiping. People are concerned about stealing. People are concerned about, some things that we can see in the society as bad things. But people are never concerned about doing the right thing in the wrong way. Like people are never concerned about over giving to people who are crucifying themselves. Like, for example, as Christians in the Bible, it is written that whatever makes you sin, you should remove it. Like, for example, if it is your eye that is making you to sin, you should remove it. That is what is written. So, if at all you as a person, you have been sending money to your family, for example, you've been giving them because you need your blessings, right? So you have been giving. You work so hard, you get the money, you throw it on them. You work so hard, you get your money, you buy them new things. You work so hard, you send them money, you expect them to build a house because your family never had a house. Then after finishing, you go back home. No house. The car you bought has been sold and there's no money. The cows you bought all sold, no money. What do you do? What happens here, guys, you become bitter with your family. You create an enmity between you and your family. What you are doing was right, but you did it in the wrong way, such that now enmity has become between you and your family. You cannot see an eye to an eye with your mother. You cannot see an eye and an eye to your brother. Why? Because you are so philanthropic, like you wanted to help. Your gesture was right. You are trying to help. Okay? But because of that, you are being punished. God is going to punish you because you have made somebody to sin. So, how do we do it, guys? This is the question. What do we do? Do we stop sending money? Don't. We've got to send money. But how do we do it? How do we help people such that we don't make them sin? How do we become part of the breadwinner in a way that will make the people that we are winning bread for don't enter into the book of a sinner? Because somebody who lies is already sinning. It is not just about money, it's about a lot of things. So the thing is, as a person who has understood that for you to be blessed, you need to work, you need to do something. God is telling you that you need to teach others. Make your mother, make your brother understand the pain of working hard and giving others so that they can be blessed. Help the people you are blessing today to understand that giving is more blessing than receiving. My dear sisters who are working as waiters, my dear sisters who are working as hosts, my dear brothers who are working as security guards, my dear brothers who are working as drivers, understand the tips you are getting is not a blessing in your life. A blessing is when you tip someone else. The moment you're being tipped, that is not a blessing. The blessing goes to the tipper. The guy who is tipping you is the one who is receiving that blessing. That money you receive as a tip is going to solve something for a season, just for that season. But the bigger blessing that is going to open your ways, that is going to make your ways become great, is the small tip you will give to another person. Look, when you are a cleaner and you have been tipped, let's say, for example, $1. Okay. There is someone in the street there, a homeless person who doesn't have food. Why can't you eat $half and buy a bread and give tip that homeless person who is there, or on the streets? We wait the people who tip us again to go and tip the homeless people. Look, in life, there must be somebody somewhere that you are better off. However much painful your life is, however much difficult your life is, there must always be somebody somewhere that you're better off. Sometimes it is not about the material things. Sometimes somebody just wants to hear a word from you, and that word is going to kick them start to be something better in their life. That's why I'm speaking to you now. I am blessing you. This is a blessing that I'm giving to you. I'm not using money, I'm just using a word. Sometimes someone somewhere is just waiting for that one word to encourage them to become better, to tell them that what they are going through is just for a season. The pain is there. You will feel that pain, but it's for a season. You need to understand that why am I passing through this pain? So it is not about money. It is not about bread. It is not about tea. It is about reflect on yourself and find out what you have that somebody else doesn't have. Sometimes it is just the clothes that you have used that you now feel is not fitting you, that someone somewhere there who is a homeless person needs. Sometimes it is just that, what do we call it? Those plates that you feel you don't need in your house now, that someone somewhere there needs. Those who are in the village where I was born and where I grew, like from where I come from back in Kenya, sometimes it is that grandmom who is your neighbor that just needs a bottle or even a gallon of water. Go to the river, fetch water for her, bring her, surprise her with that water. She will appreciate. And the moment that grandmother says thank you, my dear sister or brother, there's a bigger blessing than when you are walking on the streets and somebody gives you $10,000. You see, a thank you that comes from somebody that you have helped is a blessing not only for you, but a blessing that follows all your generation. But you see, we are all people here today waiting to receive. We all waiting to receive. Guys, don't forget to like the video. If you're watching on YouTube, you're watching on TikTok, don't forget to like the video. That helps me a lot to grow. It helps me a lot to, reach a lot of people with my videos. Blessings that we are all looking for is hidden, but it is hidden in the giving. Learn and become a giver. Don't receive every time. If you are a girl, even when your parents have it all, sometimes learn to surprise your parents. Sometimes work hard. Just work hard and buy your parents something, even if they are the ones providing every time. In fact, there's a time that I was teaching a certain lady who confessed to me that her parents, gives her 10,000 Kenya shillings as a pocket money every month, and she's in a college. So she's getting 10,000 Kenya shillings every month, which to her is still a little amount of money, even though it was too much. So my question was, what are you doing to your parent when they are giving you 10,000 Kenya shillings, which looks like you're being salaried every kind of, every other month? You're being salaried or paid by your parents. So how do you pay back? You save some little amount of money. Cut your budget, save a little amount of money. And when you are coming back home, buy your parents a flower, buy them something, buy them a carpet, you know, buy them a new TV. Buy them a new car. Buy them something. Buy them a new car. Buy them something. Buy them a carpet. You know, buy them a carpet. You know, buy them a new TV. Buy them something. Buy them a carpet. You know, buy them a new TV. Buy them a carpet. You know, buy them a new TV. Buy them something. Buy them a new car. Buy them something. Buy them a new TV. Buy them something. Buy them a new TV. Buy them something. Buy them a new car. Buy them something. Buy them a new TV. 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 Bu Buy them even a mobile phone. Surprise your parents. Even if they have, there is still something that they lack in their house. That is how we get blessings, guys. Blessings are not coming because you're praying for it. Blessings don't come because you're only working hard. Blessing comes mostly from giving. And I want to give you an example. You see, there are these stories in the Bible about, let me talk about one of them, Cain and Abel. This story is in the Bible and it is also in the Quran that talks about Cain and Abel. You see, these were two young brothers who were really working hard. One was looking after the sheep and whatever. The other one was a farmer. So, God wanted to bless them, but they were working hard already. They were hard workers, but blessing was supposed to be given unto them. But you see what? What did God ask? God did not send them to keep working hard. God told them that I want you to offer me a sacrifice. I want you to give, give to me so that you can get your blessings. So, guys, you need to understand this. It is not about going to church and pray and ask God for blessings. It is about understanding that what do I have better in me that I can give out? Is it an encouragement? Is it some used clothes? Is it some new clothes? You know, is it just a song like I am a great singer, and there is an orphanage somewhere? There is, some hospitals. You just walk into a hospital and you say that, I need a ward where at least I can be allowed to sing together with the patients. And you just go there and sing to those patients, sing with them and make them feel better. The moment you sing to these people and the moment you start making them feel better and see themselves as part of the society, that is where your blessing is going to come from. Your blessing is not going to come from you singing so hard to yourself. It is going to come from you singing to someone else. You go to an orphanage, you sing with them, you dance with them. You did not give any money, but you made them happy. That is how God helps you. That is how God opens the way for you. I will tell you, I'll give you an example, guys. You see, I have been talking to people for free since 2019. It has taken me, this is 2022. It has taken me more than 3 years speaking, advising, motivating, creating posts on YouTube, creating posts on Facebook, creating posts on Instagram, creating posts here on TikTok for free, having calls with people for free, and helping them come out of their problems, helping them, make decisions, difficult decisions. Sometimes they think this decision is too hard for them. But when they come and I talk to them, they realize that, oh, so it wasn't this big. And it has been hard. It has not been easy. Until 3 years doing it for free. Today, as we speak, it is paying me. I get people who don't even want a free service. You tell them that, no, you see, this problem is just easy. I'll just take 1 hour. We can talk about it and it will be finished. And they tell you, no, coach, I don't want it for free because it will not help me. I'm going to pay for it. And I want it in a 1 month time. I want it in 3 months and I'll pay for those 3 months. Just tell me the charges. And you tell her or you tell him the charges. He tells you that no, I'll triple it or I'll add something on it because I really need this help. Who brings those people? It is God who brings that blessing. It is God who speaks to that person that you see. Go to this guy, he's going to help you. My dear brothers and sisters, there's no blessings without work, and there's no blessings without blessing others. Those videos you guys watch and comment and say that, whoa, this is speaking to me. This is exactly what I needed. That is a word of blessings upon me. That is how you guys bless me. And from it, you just comment. But there is someone who sees your comment and feels that, you know what, I need to speak to this guy. And they reach out to me. And when they reach out to me, I tell them that, oh, so what was the problem? Coach, I've been having a girlfriend And this girlfriend, we've been dating for 5 years. We were just okay, but nowadays things have changed. He's not texting me. Sometimes I text her. It takes a lot of time. Tell her that, what? Let's get 1 hour. I can talk about it and we can clear this. I said, no, 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 coach. I don't want to rush. What I need is a full help. Can I buy your packages? And I'm like, oh, so no problem. You want a coaching session for a package, 1 month or 3 months? I need it in 3 months. Coach, I'm not rushing. What I need is you to help me figure out what is happening. Then we get into a session, 3 months, paid. I never forced anyone. I am just giving for free, and God is paying me for that. Give, people, give. If you are not giving, this is the day, this is the night, this is the time. Go outside there and give what you have. If it is talent, share it with people for free. If you are moneyed enough, wake up tomorrow, go buy some rice, go buy some clothes, go buy anything. Give it to people that you feel don't have. I know where you are living, there is one homeless guy. There is one guy there who doesn't have a home. Go buy him food. It doesn't cost you too much. It can be $1. It can be even $half. It can just be 10 shillings, Kenya shillings. That can be a miracle. A bottle of water. Some places right now it's winter in some of the places. Some places it's summertime. A bottle of water, when you buy to that, cleaner outside in the street making your streets clean, and you give him that bottle of water, he might not say thank you sometimes. He might just smile. But you see, there is a God who is seeing your heart and is saying thank you on behalf of that cleaner. And a thank you from God when you do something good for his child is a blessing not only for you, but a blessing for your all generation. There is a power in a thank you that comes from God than it is when you are the one saying thank you. Guys, don't just be happy receiving things. Be happy giving. Be happy to be a giver. Sometimes there are some people who come here with, and you see the moment he comes and he starts sending those flowers. There are some flowers here on TikTok people send. They send. That is a blessing in disguise. It is a blessing. You sit there just receiving the word. What do you do about it? That is why you see, sometimes I have a problem with pastors and bishops and prophets because they preach the right thing, but in the wrong way. They preach about tithing. They preach about offerings. But do they give people the essence to understand why they need to tithe, why they need to offer, to give offering? Some of these people don't take it in the right, don't teach it in the right way. Tithing and offering is the most important thing that you can do as a part of your life. But if you do it in the wrong way, you can never get those blessings. It is not just about tithing. There is a law about tithing, and you must read that law and make sure that you are giving what is enough. Cain was told to give offering. Cain and Abel, they were told to give offering. And Abel went for the best of his farm, but Cain went for just the leftovers. And at the end of it all, what happened? God consumed the offering that came from Abel. And Cain was so furious and he killed Abel for that. So when you are tithing, if you do not understand, guys, for example, excuse me, guys, let no one leave here thinking that I'm a pastor. I'm not a pastor. I'm just a coach. But I read the Bible and I understand how blessings come to people. So if you read the Bible nicely, tithing has got a rule. If you don't tithe as it is required, it is nonsense. It is useless. It's not going to help you. You must not just do it because people are doing. It must first of all reflect what is in your heart. It has to come for your heart. It must be able to help you understand that, you know what, I'm offering to who? To God, not to the church, not to my pastor, but I'm giving this offering to God. Then the people who are handling that tithe, the tithe itself, in the Bible, it is written. And when the Bible was trying to explain about the tithe, it was said that those people who have, not everybody, those people who have must always bring the tithe into a common place where people gather. And we have called that common place the church, such that the people who don't have, all right, the vulnerable community within the church can share with the people who have, and people can eat together so that we can see ourselves as equal. But today, you tithe and you don't even know where this tithe is going to. So we are tithing, we are even crucifying some of our pastors because we tithe and they eat that tithe. This is a punishment they are going to get from God. And God also is going to punish you because you are giving him money without knowing what you are doing. That is why you need to go back to your pastors and ask them to read and teach you correctly to be a good tithe giver so that you do not get punished because of tithing wrongly. Let me leave alone the tithing part of it. I'm not a pastor, guys, but sometimes it's good to touch these things. So the bottom line is, let us understand and become givers. Let us give every time. Stop becoming somebody who takes from people. Taking every time you want to give, to receive, to take, to receive, to take, you're going to lose a lot than you're going to receive. Teach yourself the ways to give. Train yourself the ways to be a giver. Make giving a priority in your life. You will learn and you will receive more and much bigger than you can imagine. That is how blessings from God comes. I will be receiving those questions in a few. If you have a question, can you post it about blessings and giving? I will answer those questions very fast before we close this live today. Do we have those questions over here? Let us learn to be givers. And also, the people that we are giving, for example, stop giving your parents everything, yet they have got ability and energy to work. You can never succeed as a breadwinner if you are giving every day to parents who have got energy to go and work. I want to repeat this because a lot of people and in the cities suffer a lot from this. Stop giving everything to your parents who have got energy to work and earn a living. Instead, help them to find a way on how they can work and earn a living. Remember, parents in the Bible are told to work and provide for their families. So if you are taking that responsibility, your parents are going to be punished for not doing the responsibility that they are given by God. You might be thinking that you're helping your parents, but you're not helping them. You are crucifying them. You are the person making them to sin. You're the person making them to go against what God has said. God only told the children to respect their parents so that their days can be added, not to provide for their parents, to respect their parents. So sometimes our parents had worked so hard, they were never so lucky, and we are the people who are breaking this chain of poverty in our families. The moment you break a chain of poverty and you have enough, like you can be providing for your parents every month, don't provide for them if they have energy to work and earn a living. Instead, if it is a business, start it for them. If it is a way that you can even, there are some of us who have got parents who can go and work, who can apply for jobs. There are places that you only have to pay for you to get a job. Pay. Let them get that job. Let them work. Because by not making them work, you are punishing them more than you are helping them. Number two, we have got these parents who have got adult kids. You are a parent who have got it all. You worked in your young age or young period of time, and you have a lot of money. You have got a lot of estates, and now you don't want your children to work. They are adults. They have graduated. They've got they've gone to school, and instead of allowing them to get a job, or instead of even starting a business and giving them and tell them that you know what, this is where your living will come from. If you destroy this business, me and you, we are done. You don't do that. Every day when you come back with an iPhone. Oh, my son, your birthday present. The next day you come with a car. Oh, my daughter, your birthday present. Let me tell you something. You are killing that child instead of helping. You might be thinking that I'm working so hard for my children, but in reality, you are destroying them than you are working hard for them. Teach your children on how to fish than giving them fish every single day. You will never succeed as a parent when you are the only breadwinner to children who are energetic enough, children you have educated, children who are capable of getting a job or being part of a business to earn a living. Lastly, if you've got siblings, you've got brothers and sisters who are adults, who can work and earn a living, don't earn for them. Help them to understand. Even if you can buy them jobs, buy, but let them work. Even if you have millions of money, stop giving your brothers and siblings whatever they're asking for just because you have it. Yes, you have businesses all over the town. Instead of giving them, buying them all this, give them even a third, even a quarter, or even an eighth of your business. Just take one shop and tell them, you know what? This shop is yours from today. You're going to manage it. You are the CEO. All the workers here are in your hands. If this business falls, me and you, we are done. That is how to make sure that everything remains in the right way. That is how to receive your blessings. That is how to receive your blessings. And that is how to help them to receive their blessings. Because their blessings will only come when they are blessing others. When you teach people how to fish, it means they will go to the river, they will fish, and they will bring this fish, and other people also will eat. And when they are eating, when these other people are eating, the guy who was fishing received their blessings. I hope this topic was nice for you guys. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you learned something. And I hope that this is going to open your eyes and your minds, guys, to start giving the best to you, the people that you love most. And I hope that you will start tipping people as well. Just as you are being tipped, tip other people as well. Don't just be on the receiving end, be a giver. Merry Christmas to all Christians all over the world. And I hope that all the people who are watching here, your new year is going to be a year of prosperity and blessings, but it will only happen when you keep blessing other people by giving to them. So we are 77 of us, plus some other guys I see on YouTube. We can do it. From here, look into yourself. Find out what you have that is better than another person. What do you have in excess that you can give to others? And start from today. Go and give it. If it is singing, go and sing to some people out there. If it is some clothes that you think you can give out, go and give out those clothes. If it is a salary that you got today and you think that, you know what, 10% of this or even 1% of this, I can bless a homeless person to get some, coffee or tea to make their day warm, do it. If it is anything, guys, even if it is that person that is all of the day you are passing them walking towards work, but you are driving, give them a lift. It will be a blessing to you. It will become a blessing to you. Sometimes we ignore little things that are very, very vital and very important in our lives. It is going to help you guys. Those people who joined late, this video is available on my YouTube channel. You can go and watch it there. My YouTube channel is called Johngora. The video is there. I'm live on YouTube as well. So the video will be there forever for you to watch. So run to my YouTube channel and watch it over there. Guys, it is a Christmas Eve. Right now, we are planning for a lot of, you know, celebrations tonight, here and there with friends, with colleagues. So allow me to get myself prepared for what is going to come this night. Okay. See you guys again, maybe tomorrow or after a day after tomorrow. Tomorrow is Sunday, Christmas. Let us celebrate Christmas. Let's meet on Monday, guys. Monday, let's meet and do another live, help each other to understand what is happening. So if you are always missing these conversations on TikTok, guys, my YouTube channel is there. Even if you miss it, you can always watch them there. So go right now. We are almost 75 still on TikTok. I want to see all these people coming to my YouTube channel right now and subscribe, put the notification bell on so that when I do another live, you can be notified and you can watch them. When you miss a live, you will just get a notification and watch those videos, learn from it, and let's get better together. And keep smiling, guys. See you again next time. God bless you. Okay, guys? Merry Christmas.